Hello, my name is Karen Daly. Welcome to our next video in EKKO Title's third annual legislative update series. With me today is Marcus Simon, who not only is the attorney and branch manager for EKKO Title's McLean office, but is also a member of the Virginia House of Delegates. Marcus, one statute that was amended, which I think was pretty significant given the issues we've been having since February 4th, which is when the Bureau of Insurance issued a letter, is the seller's right to have an attorney. This year, the General Assembly added some language to that statute. Can you tell us what that language is and why did they do that?
Yeah, so I was actually pretty involved in the drafting of this particular statute. So in February, right, everybody's head exploded when the Bureau of Insurance put out a letter that ended effectively the practice of split settlements and interpreted the law as it currently exists, which is there is to be one settlement agent per real estate transaction, one person whose job it is to collect the money, handle the money, meet all the requirements of a title insurance issuer to order payoffs, make sure there are no liens on the property and resolve any disputes, things like that. And that's the settlement agent designated by the buyer. That's their job. And they also put in that list of tasks that the one settlement agent does, they actually mentioned preparation of the deed. And that made some of us that do real estate law a little bit nervous because that's actually not really what a settlement agent does. That's actually the practice of law. And so what this statute does is says, look, we actually like the BOI's letter. We think they were right that there should be one settlement agent whose job is to do all these tasks, but not everything in their list. And it doesn't mean that you can't hire as a seller, you can't hire an attorney to represent your interests. And so we just added some language, and we even in the statute it says it's declarative of existing law, right? That it reminds folks that a seller is free to hire an attorney to represent their interests at closing and perform certain tasks, including preparation of the deed, but also negotiating fees and dealing with contentious issues on behalf of their client. And so there's a little bit of a uncertainty about what that was going to mean, or whether that form of real estate law was somehow going to be given over to settlement agents. That wasn't what the intent was. And so that one, again, we talked about a law earlier about appraisers that doesn't go into effect until next year. This one had what's called an emergency clause on it. So it went into effect back in March. So this is not going to be anything that really changes on July 1st, but it's still a relatively recent law that makes it really clear. That doesn't mean that because you can't hire a lawyer, you always need to, right? And it's been our experience since February here at EKKO that most people, most cases, unless there's something wrong with the transaction, unless there's been a lot of contentious negotiations, there's some red flags that it's going to be a problem, most sellers don't need to hire an attorney. If the buyers and sellers are getting along, that generally it's in everybody's interest, as the BOI suggested, it makes for a smoother, easier, less expensive transaction if everybody can be doing all their work in one place. And so we've gone in my office from doing about 90% split settlements and 10% full deals to almost the other opposite direction. And we found that as we expected, closings are easier to coordinate. We're not waiting on documents from another party. We know what's missing right away and we can get folks on top of it because we're all doing it under one roof. And we've lowered our fees, right? Because we don't want folks to feel like because they've always done splits or they've done them for the last 5 years that they need to go hire an attorney if nothing's gone wrong. And so our clients are saving money, they're getting quicker, more efficient service, fewer people get to look at their documents. We find it's generally working better for everybody, but we also understand there needs to be that relief valve. There are going to be some occasions where you want an attorney, and so this law just says that when a seller really needs their own representation, they still have that option.
Thank you, Marcus, for this excellent information. Hopefully it will be helpful and useful to realtors. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post in the comments section below or reach out to any one of us at any one of our locations. We're always here to help you. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which has all of our videos that you can access and share with your clients. Thank you and have a great day.